I'm Tara with SimpleMDM, and today I'm going to walk you through configuring your devices. We previously covered how to group devices in SimpleMDM. Now let's talk about configuration profiles. Configuration profiles are XML payloads defined by Apple that can be easily created with SimpleMDM and installed on devices to allow you to configure, enforce, and customize various settings and preferences. Configuration profiles and device groups work hand in hand to simplify your device management workflows. If you remember what we talked about in the last video, groups are how devices will assume certain permissions or configurations. And while currently a device can only be a part of one group, you can assign multiple profiles to groups. Some common examples of profiles we see assigned across multiple groups are the passcode policy, app restrictions, and Wi-Fi settings. SimpleMDM supports nearly 40 native configuration profiles in the admin interface, each profile serving a different purpose. You can assign the same profiles to multiple groups if needed and mix and match which profile each group receives. To view all configuration profiles, log into your SimpleMDM account and select Profiles from the Config section. Click Create Profile in the upper right-hand corner to be taken to the full list. You'll see in these columns here which device type the profile is supported on. If you see an S, that means supervision is required. You can also create a custom configuration profile by selecting it from the list and uploading your own mobile config file, but we'll save that for another time. Let's go back to the full list and select a couple of profiles and walk through setting them up together. We will start with something simple like the passcode policy profile. Go ahead and click on that. This is where you'll enter all of the requirements of your passcode policy. Start by giving it a name. There's also a space for an optional description. We'll go ahead and leave that blank. A couple checkboxes for you to look through and determine what you need. I'm going to go ahead and set a minimum length as well as a minimum number of complex characters. I want it to expire after 4 months, so I'll select that here. Failed attempts is going to be maxed out at 5. If you'd like to specify the OS version you'd like your devices to be on to receive this profile, you can do that here. Then you'll save and you will see your profile listed here. Let's also take a look at app restriction. This profile allows you to create either a block or allow list of applications on your managed devices. As you can see, this is for iOS or tvOS devices only, and supervision is required. If you remember from our past video that covered device enrollment, supervision grants a SimpleMDM administrator additional control over the device that they would not have otherwise. Start by giving the profile a name. I'm going to restrict the use of certain apps, so I'll name this. You can add an optional description that's presented to the end user, and then you'll create your restriction type. Like I said, I'm not going to allow these apps to be used, which is already selected. And then I'll start to add my app. Let's add Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. We'll double check to make sure everything looks right, and then we'll go ahead and save the profile. Now that we've created a couple of profiles, we can go ahead and assign them to devices. Profiles can be assigned to device groups or individual devices. To assign profiles at the group level, navigate back to groups, select the name of the group you want to apply profiles to, toggle over to profiles, and then select the Assign Profile button in the upper right-hand side. Click Assign next to each of the profiles you want to assign to the group. If you want to do it at the device level, you'll go to Devices, select your device, toggle over to Profiles, check the profiles you want, and select Assign Profile. That's all I've got for you today. If you want to learn more about configuring your devices with features like device groups and configuration profiles, you can check out our knowledge base, where we have articles to help successfully create and manage both. I'm Tara with SimpleMDM. I'll see you next time.